Hello, family and friends and fellow YouTubers. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner. And today I'm out at the Hancock Homestead. I'm going to be babysitting tonight, the 3 grandkids, so that Karen and Matt can have a date night. And that's not going to be till later tonight. So I thought today I would do a real quick walkthrough of the house decorated for Christmas. This walkthrough is much later in the season because the first part of December I was sick and John had to help me decorate, and then things got super busy, and but now we're down towards the end of the season. In fact, it's the 2 days after Christmas, so this is kind of a late walkthrough, but it's kind of nice because I will be able to share with you some of the Christmas gifts that I got. And the first thing is my shirt. I got this shirt and a gnome shirt from my sister Jody for Christmas. I love the Christmas trees, and I will put a picture of me with the gnome shirt on at the end of this video. And then I also got some gifts from my daughters that I will be sharing with you. And my son and daughter-in-law had come up at Thanksgiving and we celebrated then. But anyway, I'm going to do this walkthrough real quick. I will tell you that this year, I only got the living room and dining room decorated. In fact, those are usually the only rooms I do decorate. The kitchen I don't decorate because it's a small kitchen and we're just too busy doing activities in there like baking and stuff, and I just don't want stuff in my way. I have often thought about decorating my bedroom with snowmen. I have a really neat snowman throw and a lot of snowman ornaments, and had thought about doing a Christmas tree with snowmen, but I have yet to get that done. I was hoping to do it this year and it just did not get done, so that might be something that I will do in the future. But anyway, I have gabbed long enough. I have talked long enough. So let's go ahead and take this tour. Okay, so I'm going to start the Christmas house tour back here at the side door. Even though this is the side door, we use it as our main entrance. And I just thought that I would show you the whole house, or at least this side of the house, so you could kind of see the layout. It's a very small house, but it is very efficient. So anyway, we're going to start back here at the side door, and when you first walk in, you walk into the laundry room / storage area. And we have washer and dryer, and then as you can see, this is where I keep all of the canning supplies and my cookbooks, and then any extra appliances that we don't use on a regular basis. Okay, so then from the laundry room / storage area, you walk into the kitchen area. And you guys have seen this kitchen area many times if you watch my videos, because I do a lot of cooking in here. I do not decorate in here because it is such a busy area that I don't want any more stuff sitting in my way. About the closest I come to having any kind of a holiday decoration in here are my pot holders. And I have thought about doing a magnetic scene for the dishwasher, but I have not gotten that done yet. So here is my basic kitchen. And yes, I leave things sitting out because I use things and I don't like digging them out every time I use them. So, you know, the coffee pot stays out, the griddle stays out, the crock pot stays out. Normally, the blender is over there, or the food processor is over there, and it stays out. But I did bump it back to the storage area because we were doing a project over there. Anyway, this is the kitchen area. Okay, and then from the kitchen area, You walk into the living room, dining room combo. This room used to have a half wall over there by the door, but we had Matt take it out because it just was useless. And this just gives us more flow here. So in the dining room area is where I have the nativities. I have a hanging nativity there. And then over in the china cabinet, I have Emma's, John's mom's, nativity dishes. And then I have a Hallmark nativity scene. These Hallmark were supposed to be ornaments, but I just set them out as a nativity scene. So let me see if I can find a position where you can see it without glare. All right, I'm going to go ahead and slide those open so we can get a better look. So in front of the plates, I tried to set the nativity ornament that went with the plate. So like, first of all, we have the angel announcing to Mary that she was going to be a mother. And then we have Mary and Joseph traveling. So right here, I have the Holy Family. You can see, I'll turn her slightly. You can see Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus. And the donkey I found with this other set. It did not come with the Hallmark set, but it matches perfectly. So there's the donkey this year. This is new. Okay, and so then on this side, after the family, we have the shepherds. And as you can see back in the back there is Emma's plate that depicts the shepherds. And then in the front are my Hallmark ornaments that depict the shepherds. All right, and then moving down to the next shelf, we have the wise men. And I have 2 wise men plates, and this year I was able to find a set of animals. Had nothing but the animals. So the camels, the donkey, and the cow came in the set, and they just go so perfectly with this. So I have the camels here to show the traveling of the kings. And then I have the kings here in the center. Let's see if I can scoot them back just a little bit so you can see them. Okay, and so then there are the kings that go with the plate. Okay, and then after the kings, Mary and Joseph traveled to the temple and presented Jesus. And then in this corner, I have the angel holding the baby. Okay. All right, so there is the nativity in the china cabinet. And then if you go down to the next shelf, these are just odd and end Christmas decorations. Over here, this camper was given to me one year by my brother, and it looks just like the camper that our family used to travel in when we would camp. And now it is being home to Santa and Mrs. Claus so that they can travel after the busy holiday. Okay, and then here in the center, I have these 2 red barns that Katie had given me one year for Christmas. And then in front, I have 2 rocking horses that were given to me by my very dear friend, Rusty Adam. I really miss her this year. She passed away last year at Christmas. Okay, and then these are some past gifts that my children bought me when they were younger. I used to give them money to go into the Dollar General store so that they could buy gifts for family. And these are a couple of the salt and pepper shakers that I've been given in the past. And I have my 2 angel daughters there, and then I have Santa going down the chimney. And these are salt and pepper shakers. I collect salt and pepper shakers. I just have nowhere to show them. Okay, and so there is the china cabinet with the nativity dishes, the Hallmark nativity scene, all of that showing the story of the birth of Jesus, and then all of my odd and end salt and pepper shakers for Christmas. Okay, and so then is the table. And the table, I just went simple this year. When I host, I have a red tablecloth that I put on with a runner that my mom made. But this year, Karen did the hosting, so I just went simple. And I kind of went with a tan and green garland theme this year. So like I have the centerpiece, which actually used to be my brother's, but I love it. So when we were clearing out his house, this is one of the Christmas items that I brought with me. So I have a constant reminder of Stephen during the holidays. And then like I have the garland hanging over the windows. Okay, so like I said, this is the dining room table, and it is just simple this year. A couple of times we've put on the decorative plastic tablecloth, but I have not gotten out the fancy stuff this year. If I have a past picture, I will put it in. Okay, and so also setting on the table is some fudge that Jackson and I made together. Emma and I also made fudge together, but it went as a Christmas gift to my daughter, Katie. And then here are some cookies that Karen baked up and gave to me for Christmas because these are my mother's recipe. So she used her grandma's recipe to make these, and they taste just like my mom's. Karen is such a good baker, and her kids are going to be fantastic at it because they both helped me with fudge, and they just knew how to read ingredients. They knew how to follow directions. So she's got a house full of bakers over in her home. Okay, so I have that out to show that we did eat well. Okay, and then to the center here, we have the Christmas tree. And it's sitting right in front of the front door because that's the only place we have for it. Of course, we hardly ever use that front door. And then here is the trunk, the Strauss heirloom trunk that came from Germany. And on top of it, I have the blanket that my mother gave all 3 of us kids one year. And then on top of that, I have the little stuffies that I've had since Jeffrey was a baby. I bought him the year Jeffrey was a baby. And then this I got last year for Christmas, and I just love it. So I don't use it. I just use it as a decoration. And then this year, I got a puzzle and 2 ornaments for Christmas. These came from Karen. Okay. And then John got a can of popcorn. He loves popcorn, so the grandkids always, Karen and the grandkids always give him popcorn. Okay, so then I want to show you some of my favorite ornaments here on the Christmas tree. I'm just going to find one and talk about it. So you guys know I love birds. So this one here is one of my favorites. This one here of the grandkids sledding is one of my favorites. Okay, and so another one of my favorite ornament sets is this nativity scene. They look wooden, but they're not. They're like a hard plastic. And there's Mary and Joseph. And then the three wise men with a camel. And I've always liked that set. And then another set that I have, I don't have the complete set, but Hallmark came out with the Father Christmas series. And these are two of the ornaments from that series that I liked a lot. This was the first one out by Hallmark. And when I saw him, I just thought, to me, that looks like Father Christmas offering peace to the world with the dove. And then the next Father Christmas that I saw and really liked was this one, because to me, he looks like what I think of Saint Nicholas. The Saint Nicholas, the saint from the stories. And then this is a Santa Claus that Steve brought me from one of his trips. I think it's from India, but I'm not 100% sure. So there are my Santa's and Father Christmas collection. Okay. And then I have a nutcracker like John's, because last year we all went to St. Louis to see the nutcracker. It was a Russian nutcracker showing at the Fox Theater. So we went to it, and now I have a nutcracker to remember that experience. My ornaments have to have a memory behind them. Okay, so like these are ones that Karen has given me over the years. Grandma's first Christmas, that is Jeffrey, the very first year. And then, let's see, this one is 2018 when we started doing the gingerbread decorating days. And then this one, and I tried to put pictures in from that year, and she gave me one this year too, which I already showed you. I don't have the picture yet, but there is this year's. Okay, and then also, I have these wooden ornaments that I bought when we first got married. And okay, so this is the first one. This is the year we were married. And then we got this one the next year. And then Paul came along, so we got him the tractor. And then when Karen came along, we got her the teddy bear. And then when Katie came along, we got her the rocking horse. We have a craft show in town where they do these, and so I got those at that craft show. This ornament came from my brother's. I had given him this one year for Christmas, so when we were going through his things, I decided to bring this one back with me. I've always loved just the simple white ornaments. Let's see, this is First Christmas Together. This one was given to us by friends, our first Christmas. This window up here reminds me of Stephen, because he had done a photo contest where he had taken a picture of a church window similar to this, and then the sculpture people had done a display using a window similar to that. So anyway, whenever I see this little window ornament, it just flashes me back to Steve's photo contest that he won. This was sent to me by Cheryl's Country Home last year. So this is the first year of it hanging on the tree. I've had this one ever since before I was married, ever since college, because I love to take pictures, and you used to have to use film case you guys don't know what that is, that's a film canister. And then I have the gingerbread boy, girl, and should be another boy. There he is. So I have then I have the gingerbread boy, girl, to remind me of my grandkids on gingerbread decorating day. I have this little monkey here because my mom used to make these. This is a sock monkey, and my mom used to make these for grandkids, cousins, and just different people. Okay, Cheryl from Cheryl's Country Home, maybe some of this yarn ribbon candy. She also sent me this one year. Cheryl from Cheryl's Country Home also sent me that one year. She likes to do arts and crafts. After those, I have this ornament down here that I really like. You guys know how much I like birds, and you know how much I love my grandkids. So I have this ornament down here, which I think is just precious. Like I said, I love snowmen. So I have different snowmen ornaments that have been given to me through the years. And then this year at the very bottom, I put the 12 Days of Christmas acrylic ornaments. So you can see them hanging down here at the very bottom. Like this one is the 5 golden rings. And I have one for each of the song lyrics. I also have these two up here. That angel my brother gave me one year, and then this one is from my favorite movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And then if you look at this ornament down here that Karen got me this year for Christmas, it says, every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. And it's in loving memory of my brother, Stephen. All right. So that is the Christmas tree with all of the special ornaments. And every ornament on there is special, and they each have a meaning to them. Or most of them have a meaning to them. The red ornaments, I put them on last, and I just kind of fill in spots where there needs to be some color or some something hanging. So I use the red, Emma calls them the red apples. I use the red apple ornaments as fillers. And then over here on the door, since it's magnetic and we don't have anywhere else to go with these, I put the stockings, and it works out well. The Christmas tree and the stockings just work out so well right there in that area. And there's really nowhere else to go with it, so works out perfect. Just can't use the front door during the month of December, but we hardly ever use that front door anyway. Okay, and so then going on around the room, we have the TV, and then in front of the TV, I have the sledding kids. These are vintage ornaments, and I do not use them as ornaments. I just set them out. And then this tree I got this year, it reminds me of a vintage tree that my good friends Rusty and Richard Adam actually owned and was set out every year. And theirs was vintage. This one is not. This is just a replica. And then back on this cabinet, this TV cabinet, is where I lay the Christmas cards. I don't get as many Christmas cards these years, so I just lay them. All right, and then from the TV, and then over the TV, I have this really neat wall hanging. That was made by my mom. I think she just bought I think the fabric is just one piece, and she just backed it and put the seam around the edge. Okay, and then I have garland over the windows. And then in the windows, I have my snowmen. And these actually play, but I did not get around to putting batteries in them this year. The grandkids were a little bit disappointed in that. I just forgot to put the batteries in. When I store them away, I take the batteries out. But they do play. So I have those two in that window. And then I'll show you the other two in just a minute. Okay, and then from the window, we go to the couch area. And that throw back there, I love that throw. It says Season's Greetings. That was a Christmas present. The pillows on top of the couch were made by my mother. Once again, I think it's just a piece of fabric, but she, of course, made it into a pillow form and put the ruffle on and everything. And then over the window, I have garland hanging. Okay, and then over here in this area, we have two more of the snowmen decorations that move and sing and dance. And then we have part of the snow village. And Emma helps me set that out nowadays. So that is her design there. Okay, and so then going on around the room, we have this bookcase where I just kind of put a ring of poinsettias around the candles, and then I added a couple of little nativity figures there. Okay, and then we're over here to the bookcase, which has the snow village on it. I'll start up here at the top. So the top shelf is the community center shelf. It has the gazebo, the creek, the skating pond, Santa and the reindeer, the kids sledding. So that's like the park, the community park. Okay, and then the next shelf down is the little country city with the house and the church and another city house, and then the school and the community Christmas tree and the community nativity scene. So this is the city. And then the next shelf is the Christmas tree farm. And this year, Emma thought that they should have a petting farm, petting animal area. So she put the horses and the cows there and the chickens. So when the children went to pick out their Christmas trees, they could also see some farm animals. And then on the very bottom is the country farm. And you have the barn, the country house, and the farm and seed store. The farm and seed store with the tractor. Okay, and so then off of the living room is the bedroom that I use when I'm out here. And I'm going to show it to you. Like I said, it's not decorated, but I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of the layout here. So this is the room that I use. I like birds. So I have a bird identifying poster. And then I have this picture that used to be my mom's of an owl. And then over here in this window, let's see if I can get that open. I have the cactus planter that I did one year. This is a south-facing window that gets hot, so they do well in it. Okay. And then I have a rocking chair and a stool where I can sit and just have some quiet time. That spot over there I use for storage because we don't have much storage here. So like that's a lot of extra Christmas stuff that just didn't get used, and I don't like looking at it, so I just threw a blanket over it. And then here is my dresser. And my dresser just has things on it that helps me to remember my family. First of all, I have the dream catcher because I suffer from insomnia and I suffer from night terrors. And so I don't know, just having that dream catcher there just makes me feel better. And I have the saying up there about how it's supposed to work, you know, anyway. So, and then on the dresser, I have pictures of my kids and then little trinkets that belong to different family members. These lamps were my mom's and were on my mom's dresser forever. So when she passed, I got those. And then this little mirror was hers. And then this perfume was given to me by my son and daughter-in-law for Christmas. And then at Thanksgiving, but it's counted towards Christmas. And then I got this when I graduated college with my teaching degree. This was my mom's. This was Emma's. This John and I got on our honeymoon down in Silver Dollar City. It was been like 37 years now. This cup here was Emma's. Inside the cup, I keep all the different rosaries. This rosary here was given to me by Rusty Adam shortly before she passed. She asked me if I wanted one of her rosaries. I said yes, and this is the one I chose. I also have my mom's rosary and my first communion rosary in there. And Emma's rosary is in there. So this is my rosary cup. And then this Mary statue was given to me by my best friend Rusty Adam when I became a mother. That was given to me the very first year, the very first Christmas that I was a mother. So, long time. And then this here, shell thing also came from Rusty and Richard's home after Rusty passed. We were allowed to go through the home and pick out whatever we wanted, and I chose that. And then this cross back here came from Stevens. And this jewelry box was given to me by John Christmas long, long ago. It's been around forever, so that's an older Christmas present. And then the turtle on top is supposed to go to Paul and Edna someday from Rusty and Richard, and I just keep forgetting to give it to them. So this is my bedroom. So then above my dresser, I have a couple of Steve's pictures hanging. I love being outdoors, and I loved these two particular pictures. And then this tapestry of the hummingbird was the very first present that John ever bought me. It was before we were even married. We had been in St. Louis. We had visited this old house that were giving tours. They had a gift shop. I think it was the Myers house. They had a gift shop, and he bought me that because he knew I loved birds and he knew I loved it. So he bought it for me. And then over in this corner is my brother's walking stick. I put the picture and the walking stick together to just remind me of Steve. I really miss my brother. Okay, So this is the room that I stay in. I have a bathroom back over in there. And then this is the bedroom. And I did not get around to decorating it this year. I may some year. All right. Okay, family and friends and fellow YouTubers, well, that concludes this house tour for this season. I hope you enjoyed looking at all of the Christmas decorations that I chose to put out this year. I really do enjoy decorating the home for the holidays. This year was a little bit different, but it is what it is, and I think I came off pretty good. Anyway, like the Christmas tree here, there are a lot more ornaments that could have gone on it. I have a lot of ornaments, and I kind of pick and choose each year what I want to go on there. But for an ornament to make it onto my tree, it has to invoke a memory. You know, like each one of those ornaments brings back a memory of a family member or a family gathering or an event, a special event that we attended, or first Christmases and, you know, special Christmases. So in order for an ornament to be on my tree, it needs to invoke a memory or represent a special person or friend. So anyway, I love the way the tree looks this year, and I love the way the house turned out. It took me a little bit longer this year, but I got it done with the help of John. And so yeah, so that's going to conclude this Christmas house tour. I want to say a big thank you to all of my loyal subscribers that have been with me since 2015. And I want to say hello and welcome to all of my new subscribers of 2023. And I'm very happy to have you guys join me here on Kim's Country Corner / Homesteading to see different life videos, see homesteading videos, which involves gardening and cooking and hopefully chickens in the future. I had chickens in the past and they've slowly died out, and we hope to replace them, and we're going to be rebuilding the orchard. And so yes, this is my homesteading channel. However, if you want to see some videos about my travels, trips that I've gone on with John and my sister, trips that I've gone on in the past with my brother, those are on my other channel, Kim's Country Corner / Travels. I kept the two channels kind of the same so that if you search me, you can find them easy. But because they're such separated and different topics, I decided to divide the videos up between the two channels. All right, anyway, thank you for being here and for being so supportive of my channel. I love doing these videos. I wish I could do more. I wish I could be more consistent, but I just go with the flow of my life. And my grandkids keep me pretty busy. And Karen and Matt, although they don't mind every once in a while of me putting out a video with the grandkids in them, they don't want them in a lot. So I really have to pare down when I can present you with videos. I have to do them when I'm alone. And a lot of times I am not alone. So yeah, anyway, I will be doing videos in 2024. I don't know when, and I don't know how consistent, but I hope you will come back and check me out once in a while. And thank you for all of your support. And especially to those loyal subscribers, Cheryl from Cheryl's Country Home, thank you for the card. And Shannon, thank you for the card. I did get your card. And so I appreciate all of you that reach out to me, not only through YouTube, but through snail mail, as we call it. And I just enjoy these friendships that I have been able to make through YouTube. And I also want to give a shout out to Vicki, an old friend of mine, both ways, in longevity and in age. We're both getting up there, Vicki. Anyway, I did get your card and I love the pictures. So thank you so much for making this holiday season so wonderful for me. And I hope each and every one of you had a happy holiday, had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope that the season was good for you and that you were able to spend it with family or loved ones, and that if you were alone, that at least you knew that you had friends out there for you. And because I am out here for you, okay? All right, so I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to put some pictures on now so that you can enjoy them if you want. And I will talk to y'all later. So bye for now. Remember, thumbs up, hit that subscribe button.